a very sick person and I can't help it. And so they have to mention Buddhism. But anyway, the fact is, Eleutheria is mu. It's Buddhist mu. Fascinating. This is unstudied. There's no literature on the subject. Not one line, but it's mu. I happen to know this because I had a wonderful 15 months in a Japanese monastery, which I intended to stay in, by the way, for the rest of my life. But it was a problem. I was too big. I'm 5'10". You know, most Americans today, especially the youngsters, tower over me. But I was a giant in the monastery. The Japanese, 4,000 of them, the monks were up to here from me. And I had to get a special tailor to make a costume for me. And the fact is, I was starving to death. The Japanese lived on a handful of rice and 2 crackers a day. The macrobiotic diet, but I was starving to death. Literally. And so the abbot came to me and he said, look, he said, I don't like the way you look, he said. He said, I want you to go every Friday into downtown Kyoto, he said, and write a letter to your mother. And I thought, my mother didn't want me to write her letters or hear from me or anything else. And so I said, and he said, wait a minute. He said, just go downtown and write a letter every Friday. They were sending me off to the local restaurant. And so I go flying downtown in a panic, throw myself into a seat in the restaurant. They got used to me. I used the same restaurant. They could see me coming. The cooks got busy. They began to serve me fish this big, and then I finally ended up with being served a fish that big. The fish weighed 6 or 7 pounds and lasted 30 seconds. I was starving to death. And so after 15 months, I became such a trial and ruined the whole life of the master of the dry flower. He was teaching the philosophy of the dry flower arrangement, which is, I was uneducated at the time and had no background in any theology, including Buddhist theology, and so I simply couldn't master the difficult and complex art of dry flower arrangement. I tried very hard. And my teacher was 104 years old, and he blew up in class. And that finished me off, because he was a wonderful man, and I loved him. I tried so hard to please him, but he blew up. And the abbot called me, and he said, you know what this means? He said, he's lost his karma. And he said, he's lost the Dharma as well. He said, now he said he has to live another 104 years to start back where he left off today. He said, it's gone. And he said, it's a tragedy. He said, not your fault. He said, it's his fault. He said, faulty karma, faulty Dharma. I thought, the faulty ocean devil, that's what they called me. Ocean Devil. I don't know what that means, but that was the nickname. It wasn't complimentary. Ocean Devil. I thought, time to go. And so I marched to the gate and said goodbye with, can you figure this? 4,000 monks followed me to the gate, all weeping. I mean, this is the time to die. I should have died right then. I would have died whole and complete. 4,000 weeping monks. Anyway, out the gate I went because I just was too big, physically, and too small intellectually to fit into this wonderful community.